Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're here with another review. Today we're going to look at the Legend of the BladeHunters, the Basilisk figure from McFarlane. I don't have his original box because this figure is very old and retired right now. I have it for many years, but recently I opened the Ogre figure, which is also part of the BladeHunters, which was coming with this kind of catalog right here. And this was basically the entire BladeHunters line. And right here we can see all the infos about the characters. So it has the Tyr, basically Satyr, Basilisk, the Eternal Dragon, the Ogre, which we have read the description of the previous video with the Ogre, and here we have King Draco. So let's read the info about Basilisk right here, or the lake demon if you will. Known in folklore as the lake demon of the barren Ouse, the northern basilisks are large serpentine beasts that hunt the dark water lakes of the northern territories, said to feed on the souls of the living. It is believed these fast-moving, cold-blooded creatures are attracted to the warmth of the human spirit, found alone or in schools of as many as 300. Basilisks are most at home in water, but have been known in venture and land if their hunger is great enough. So this is some really nice interesting infos about Basilisk. So let's waste no time and have a look at him. So here we are, this is Basilisk. Let's remove this one right here. It was coming with this base, which has basically a nice lake water base. We can see some sand and some lakes, some small water right here with some bubbles, and it also has this thing that you place it right here and you place the basilisk on the top of it, which is really nice. I would prefer though if they had make this thing right here as one part of the basilisk. So yeah, you don't have to put it like this in the hole, but only had to put this small black one right here. So the hole on this figure will not be that big, but anyway, it doesn't really bother me that much. So this is the base, and underneath part you can see the McFarlane logo. Here you can see that it's made in China 2008, so you can understand that it's a very old figure. Very nice, cool looking base, I would say. And now let's move on to the figure. The figure can stand very nice and on its own like this, so you don't have to worry about if you losing the base or anything what will happen. It can stand on its own really nice. The figure looks gorgeous, I can say. I like the face of this figure. The eye has been done perfectly. It definitely looks like a dragon if you ask me. It has this classic dragonish body. You can see the eye. Face has been sculpted really nicely, and the teeth. These are very sharp looking teeth, guys. If you touch them you can understand it. It has this yellowish tongue inside. The mouth has been painted really nicely, and the teeth have been painted individually. No sloppiness at all to none of them. Or maybe some small mispaint right here on this part of the teeth, but I think I can fix it if I can scratch it. Yeah, we probably will check that later. And again, here is the other eye. Look how nicely sculpted this one is. I like the horns of his head. They also have this brownish wash on some spots with these black spots right here and there to highlight the details. And you can rotate the head like that, 360. Even though also for me this articulation is unnecessary because it has this pinkish coloration on the top and this greenish thing underneath, which if you make it like this it would look kind of weird, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, basically this figure is supposed to have it like this. It's more like a statue and less than an action figure. I would prefer if it was all one piece, but anyway, it is what it is. And one also pointless articulation in this movement on this arm right here, because the base body is curved like this, so what's the point of being able to make this small movement right here? Besides, it doesn't look that natural on this spot, so I think you're supposed to have the arm like this. This one of the fins right here are very soft plastic. This is the flippers right here that he has on his arm. Look how nicely detailed this one is. You can see some veins here and there, some musculature. Very nice colored body. I like these hairs that it has here and there on his back, and this purple, this orange coloration, I can say that makes a really nice combo with his fins, with his flippers right here that he has on his arms and also on this part of his body as well. and this one, the big one on his back. Really nice. Look at all these details that it has here and there. You can also rotate this hand right here as well, but still it has, with this coloration right here, with this orange thing, the way that they have done it, I think it doesn't give you much option. And also the underneath part, it doesn't give you too much option for details, for movement, because it would look weird. If they have made this orange coloration stop right here somehow with a pointy edge and didn't continue with this one, maybe you can change it. And if they didn't have put this dark greenish coloration on the arm, I think you wouldn't have problem if you make a small movement of the arm like this, even though for me it's a necessary articulation. I would prefer if it was all one piece, and maybe only you could change the articulation of the rotation of the tail with this bendy wire that it has inside. And as you go on the top part of the figure, you can see how nicely painted this one is. It has this nice classic dragonish and snakish body, I would say. I like this kind of veins and this dark greenish coloration on some spots right here and there, like a dinosaur or something. Look how nicely sculpted this one is. It has all these kind of fins right here. Very nice snakish and dragonish body, if you ask me. And this fin has some nice design on it. And it's very soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking or anything. I also like these orange spots on his body here and there to highlight the details. And of course the tail is an extra piece that you can remove it like this, and this is how it looks inside. And you just put it back again like this. So yeah, and these fins right here are very soft, softer than the other ones right here on the rest of his body. These ones are really soft. You can actually cut them with a scissors, so you need to take care of them not to break it or anything. And yeah, this is the bendy wire that it has inside the tail, so you can help you adjust, you know, the tail, give it some different poses or something like that. It works really fine if you ask me. And yeah, he can stand really nice on its own. As you can see, he doesn't really need his base. And just for size comparison, we happen to have from this line the ogre figure that we have reviewed previously on the channel, which I have it on storage for a long time, and I decided to make some space for some new figures. So yeah, just for size comparison, here he is next to each other. Let's put him also on the base, which have this specific design right here, so you can fit like this. And when you put it, it actually becomes a little bit higher than the orc, but it's nothing really that important or anything. So yeah, this is for comparison. So this was, guys, for today, the McFarlane Legend of the BladeHunters Basilisk Lake Demon figure. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it and I helped you out. I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.